Hey brother, good to be here.
Thank you.
All the way in Bali.
Yeah.
It's sick that we basically aligned our times and we got to meet each other. I'm leaving in 3 days and luckily I see you.
Yeah, we managed to get it in there. I've literally just arrived, so we've crossed over. But
Give a bit of a briefly introduction who you are, what you do, and of course where you were before we started actually.
sure. Yeah, so I'm Chris. I'm a personal branding and storytelling coach. And so I essentially started that journey when I was in London. I was working in a marketing 9 to 5 and I loved the industry, but I wanted more from my life. So I stepped out of the 9 to 5 and I went all in on content creation, personal branding, and not only building my own audience and monetizing it, but now helping others do the same as well. For the past 12 months, I guess in that process, my fitness was deprioritized.
Yeah.
I wasn't spending as much time both with my diet, my training, and just overall health because I was so focused on building my personal brand and my business. And so I guess that's where I came to you with that challenge. So it's like, right, I want to continue to build my online business sustainably while also looking after my fitness and health at the same time.
What was your main goal before working with me?
My primary goal was to get back in shape. I actually noticed that for the first time ever, I was gaining a bit of body fat. I've always been that like a skinny, what do they call it? Skinny carb gainer type of guy.
Lean.
And so I would always train, but I got complacent where I would eat whatever I wanted. And then as I've gotten older and my lifestyle has become more sedentary, I'm just sitting down, I noticed that I couldn't get away with the fact that I could just train when I wanted, eat when I wanted, and I'd have a good body. And so I noticed that my body fat was actually was more than it ever was. So
You panicked.
yeah, and so I was like, man, I need to get in shape and dial in my diet a little bit more, just so that I'm feeling more trimmed and shredded like I used to be.
There are some amazing results, of course. And what has this done for your confidence or the way you feel or your energy levels?
I'm eating the right foods.
Yeah.
I don't feel that same slump that I used to. So
Yeah,
I'm feeling more like I've got more energy, more to give, more confident while looking after my body as well.
That's amazing. And plus, for the viewers to know, especially you are an entrepreneur, so you run your own business. What makes you really need to focus a lot of hours in the day, and that's why we build like routines. How was that been for you?
Getting up earlier, being able to work more effectively, and I noticed that because of the work that I do, a lot of it is to do with focusing, scripting, creating content, and that requires a lot of brain power.
I can imagine.
You really think of the ideas and the way you articulate your words and your thoughts, and so just looking after my fitness and my health has really helped with that aspect as well, from like a clarity perspective as well. And I guess one other thing I'll also mention is when I started working with you, I started attracting more clients. I actually started closing more clients. It was potentially in the way I was carrying my conversations on sales calls.
Did you feel more confident?
I felt more confident and I felt more abundant as well, like I had more to give.
Okay.
And so yeah, I think it just getting in shape again brought about a new level of confidence in me to go about doing all the other things I'm doing in my life.
That's really sick.
Yeah.
So have you tried other things before working with me?
I did think I could do it myself because there's lots of information online. I would consume a lot of YouTube videos on how to train and training splits and even meal planning and that kind of thing, which you can do for yourself. But ultimately, if you don't have someone who's keeping you accountable, it's hard to just stick to it.
Yeah.
And so I would create my own meal plans, my own training programs. But then as life got in the way, I wouldn't really stick to it. I'd go out partying occasionally, have the drinks, which is okay. But when you've got a coach, like knowing that I had to answer to you every day, doing my check-ins, have my sleep, my weight, everything, it made me second guess the decisions I was making, and that's what kind of kept me accountable and made sure I was staying on track for a longer period.
Is that something, if you look back at the coaching experience, is the accountability something what is really have helped you move forward week in, week out, that I was there for you?
Yeah, 100%. And especially the weekly coaching calls that you do, like that's really helped understand where I'm at, what I'm doing right. Even some of the lessons you would take me through around understanding like your dopamine, for example, or the importance of sleep, or things like that.
The
mindset, like way to manage that as well. And then taking those lessons into the next week and just kind of building on the foundations. And so I felt like across the 8 to 12 week mark, I was building more and more complexity to my coaching experience.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
So of course, it is a big step to work with a coach, to invest in someone. Did you had any doubts before working with me?
There's always doubts when you invest money into a program and you you wonder whether it's really going to pay off.
Yeah.
But one thing I've learned with investing is it's actually something that keeps you accountable to see it through. It's like you pay the money, now you need to put in the work to make sure that the results are that you achieve the results you set after. But I know there were probably some doubts around a lack of understanding from my side, like that maybe you wouldn't understand my unique scenario. But I think early on when we had some conversations and I was telling you about my training habits, my routine, my work routine, you were very quickly able to devise a strategy for me that was for me, not just for anyone in the space. And I think that's what really helped me get the results that
That's amazing, bro. And that's, Chris, we've worked together for now almost 4 months. If you think back, what would you recommend to someone that is still hesitant to start with me and, of course, to maybe want to invest in the program?
I would say definitely bite the bullet and trust in someone who has achieved the thing that you want to achieve. Like, I look at your physique, it's amazing. And so I'm going to trust in you because you've already achieved that.
Yeah.
And so it was a no-brainer to trust in you to coach me because not only do I see the physique, but I also see the discipline, I see the mindset, I see all the aspects of your life through Instagram and the way that you market yourself. And so if you're in a position where you're stuck, be it with your body image or whatever you're struggling with your fitness goals, I would say look to someone who is where you want to be and trust in them to help you get there.
So for the viewers to know, we are still not done yet with Chris because we are now, I think, only 1 or 2 more months out, and then he has the shape he always wanted. And then the next phase, of course, will be maintaining, because it's one thing to get the shape, also another thing to maintain the shape. And that's where we will work on. We will show definitely the progress along the way. But bro, I'm super, super proud of you.
Appreciate it, man.
I'm very happy that we still got to see each other in person, because that's the downside and pro from online coaching. As you guys know, I make English content. I'm from the Netherlands. So Chris is from Australia. Because I make English content and do it online, I meet guys all over the world and coach guys all over the world. There's such a sick feeling for me. Plus, as I said, the downside, I'm not there in person to train as a physical personal trainer, so I'm not standing next to you to push you. But most of the time, that's not what guys needed. Guys need accountability, because if they have a solid plan, they will go to the gym. It's a matter of knowing what to do and having someone to hold them accountable. You smashed it, brother.
Thank you, man.
Proud of you.
It.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, bro.